Alright, so here we go. I gotta get this off my chest today. Today's July the 9th, 2026. And yesterday, on July the 8th, I did like what most people do, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of their day when they get to work, wherever they're going, they open up their phone, and if they social media active, they checking, just see what's shaking on social media, right? And that's what I did. I got to work, got everything in order at work, and then sat down, opened my phone up. First thing I saw was one of the homies, C-Bone, and there was a picture of one of the other homies, Kenneth Dunbar, right? And it was just, they was at the pop-up shop at his dope store, clothing store, and I just figured Ken just went over there and bought something else, you know what I'm saying? Because the homie Bone, he posts a lot when people come through, shopping, whatever. But then I got to reading the damn text, and it was like East Point, College Park, we lost, and I looked away. I was like, no, not the homie. So I was rocked, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of my day yesterday at work, you know what I'm saying, and it was just on my head, heavy. Me and the homie, Ken, been going back and forth recently, you know what I'm saying, past few weeks, trying to set up, you know what I'm saying, a time for us, he was going to come on the podcast, you know what I'm saying, we're going to chop it up, you know what I mean, and the first time I went to visit Atlanta, probably about 2 months ago, after me and him were talking about it, I would let him know I'm coming through, boom, 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 if I can get away from the fam, you know what I'm saying, we'll find time, shit like that, and I had no time, shot back up here to New York. Then I hit him again, like, look, the platform that I'm using is where I can send you the link. You can be at the crib, jump on the phone, jump on the computer, whatever, with the camera, and we can do it like that. I said, but I ain't got that hip to this platform yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning it on my own, right? So he was like, shit, whatever, man, you know what I'm saying? And then, so we never really get to, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw that yesterday morning, it was like, nigga thought he had time. As much as I speak on time, you know what I'm saying? I swear I had time, man. I had time to get with him so we can do this shit. And really, man, the show was just gonna be me highlighting him. Me and the homie go back, man. We go back, kids playing baseball, youth league, East Point, you know what I'm saying? And I was just gonna let him get off what he wanted to get off his chest, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he wanted to speak on, yeah, but for me, it was just gonna be me highlighting what I seen him do throughout our lifetime. Just giving him his props on what I seen with my own two eyes, on what he was doing. And so I'm doing it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway, you know what I'm saying? And it just stems from such a good character of a man that Shawty was, man. And that I'm all over the place right now a little bit, but because I want to touch on so much with the homie, but I'm just gonna start from, all right, me and Shawty played baseball together, man, and when we were playing baseball, he was like a player's coach then. Not only for his skill set, but when he speak, the tone that he's speaking is distinctive. Kenneth Dunbar got a distinctive tone of voice when he talking. So from then, I just recognized him as one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? So we go on through life. You know what I'm saying? He from the point, I'm from the point. I ended up getting kicked out of Fulton County schools for some dumb shit, Tribune and all that shit. But I still stayed in the point until I got kicked out of Mom's spot. I had to go stay with Pop and over there in Southeast Atlanta. So I would see him throughout life, and I remember seeing him sometimes in East Point over here by where the train station at. There was a plaza over there where what was the name of the club, man? That I can't think of the name of the club right now, man. But it was the one where used to be a furniture store. And they turned it into, man, we just step in that thing, serious business. When you walk in, they had the walkway down in the middle of the pool tables. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't walking through there if you wasn't clean. Somebody help me remember the name of that club, man. But right now I just can't think of it. But we went to the same barbershop for a little bit in that plaza right there. And I would see him over there, you know what I'm saying? We chop it up, you know, on some good shit. And then another time in my life, I would see him as I got older, you know, with a family. And I'm thinking, you know, like, I thought about this before I, you know, started the video. Like, that's why I wanted to holler at him and you like get with him on the show, because the man saw me grow up. I'm finna tell you. So after I would see him in East Point at the barbershop, he would see me maybe at Greenbrier or some shit, right? And then I remember one time he told me, "Yo, man, I'm over here in Union City at a dealership, you know what I'm saying, in the car game." So I was like, shit, I bet, you know what I'm saying? And I think I ended up, I don't know if it was then, but I ended up needing a whip. So I went and hollered at him, you know what I'm saying? And I went over there, but I let him know up front, like, look, man, I ain't got no A1, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, I'm cute, don't worry about it, we're gonna see what we say, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he had me over there for a good little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it was me and my wife at the time. I don't think the kids was with me, but I think one of them was. And, you know, he came back and like, shit, he was like, I can get you into something. But he was straight up with me. He was like, but I already know you ain't really gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, but the process is whoop, you know what I'm saying? Handle your business by the year. And he like, you come back, you can get, you know what I'm saying? My mindset wasn't what his was at the time. I was like, all right, pimp, man, you know, I'm goddamn, you know, try to see something else or whatever I said, you know what I'm saying? But we dapped it up, man, and chopped it up a second, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, we took off or whatever, you know. And then I see him again later on in life, not too far after that, because I had my two boys in football on Old Nat at the time. They started off in Ben Hill. This time we in Old Nat though, they playing over there. Boy, Ken coaching over there, right? I ain't surprised when I see him. We holler. I think, matter of fact, he was same age, he coached the same age group as my youngest son at the time, but we was a different color. I think they was Old Nat black and we were Old Nat white. I can't remember, but you know, yeah. So you know, I see him over there. You know what I'm saying, and you know, he coached them up. You know what I'm saying, and then you know, I see him again later on, still doing his thing. He didn't met up with one of the other homies from College Park, Prentice, and they making noise. You know, they was doing their thing over there at Welcome Mall, coaching them boys over there. You know, and so just to see that, you know what I'm saying, it just, you know, it's something to see, man. It's something to see. I mean, think about what I just told you. Think about just that little bit that I just shared with you. You know what I'm saying? That's a proper human being. That's a proper human being. That's basically what that is. So, I wanted to just let them know, boy, you know what I'm saying? You all right with me, I always have, man. So, just want to share with the people, woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? Because after the youth football, time went on, he started seeing them same youth football players that he was coaching, boys coming back with scholarships. They taking pictures, coming back taking pictures with the coach. Coach, kids standing there with the kids, coach them at such a little league. He got a ride, he finna take off. That's what we here to do. That's what we here to do, especially as men. He was doing his job. I just wanted to commend him on the shit. That's it. And whatever, like I said, whatever he wanted to, share with y'all, that was he wanted to share with you. You know what I'm saying? And it was something, because he was like, yo, whenever, you know what I'm saying, you figure it out or we coming back in, woo, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little rocked yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you don't have to talk to people every day to have a solid connection, man. And Shawty was one of them ones that I ain't talked to every day. You know what I'm saying? But solid connection, homie. And it just, this shit, it hurt, man. This shit hurt because when they out of nowhere and people thriving, you know what I'm saying? I would see him, post, with his kids, his granddaughter all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just, and you think about all of that, all of those people that's affected because you can see that people had love for him. You know what I'm saying? And, it hurt me that they hurting like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, shit is fucking, yeah, man, but solid, man, as they come, solid as they come, just like my other homie I lost not too long ago, Big Bad, that boy, Brian, man, solid, solid, and so, yeah, but this for Ken, man, like I said, he saw me grow up, you know what I'm saying, from a kid to a man with a family and trying to handle my business. And, he saw me in them streets too, hold on, y'all. Yeah, somebody was asking me something. It was all good, though. But, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all, you know what I'm saying, which was what I was going to do with him, whether I got back down there or I was going to figure out the link and we do the whole camera to camera, you know what I'm saying? But, yep, thought I had time, man. So, to his family and friends, the boy was loved, you know what I'm saying? The people that talk to him on a daily basis, man, my heart go to y'all, man. I'm praying for y'all. I'm sending them strength and love, man. To the homies, that coached with him, to the kids he coached. That's men now. To his own children, grandchildren, his parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of his people, man, the homie was love, man. Look him up, check him out, man. Homie was love, homie was real, And so, that's all this was gonna be about, me telling him, nigga, I'm just proud of you, you know what I'm saying? And, whenever we did see, you know what I'm saying, you saw me in real life situations, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing with me and him, he saw me in real life situations, good and bad, because he saw me when I was out there with Woon. But he ain't look no side eye. Still, yeah, what's up? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always respected the homie, man. And I think everybody else feel the same way, you know what I'm saying? So, much love to you, Ken, boy. You great fucking job, man.